Sunday night dirt action coming to you live, OCR TV, with the 3-wide racing series, Drive for Suicide Prevention, Sprint Car Series. We're coming to you from Williams Grove Speedway. Tonight in the booth, we got Thomas Morse, Trey McLandry. Gentlemen, how we doing?
We're doing peachy.
Yep, better than the guys trying to line up for their heat race right now.
I wasn't going to mention that, but yeah. So we're back, Trey. Back on the dirt, back in the 360s once again.
Yeah, their little, what was it, Thomas? One race experiment with the 410s and right back to the 360s.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame. I feel like this track would have been fun on the 410s. But, you know, we'll roll with what we got here and see if we can maybe get another first-time winner. Like last time out at Eldora with Mr. Kyle Henshaw.
Yeah, that's possible. We got newcomer Dylan McNichol, who's new to the league. He's currently third on the speed chart, so looking a little racy for his debut tonight.
Without a doubt. Well, hopefully I know most of our audience knows the drill by now, but we're just waiting for the first guys to line up for heat number 1 of the night. Should be pretty even split. Gonna do what, 6 and 6?
Yeah.
So should be fairly easy for the field to compete in the heats. Unfortunately, that means one guy is not going to score points. It's only the top 5 will score bonus points in the heat. So keep an eye on that when that happens. Oh, another heartbreaker here, Trey. Our pace truck is not here tonight.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, it should be.
Sorry, I was gonna say we got the drivers' meeting going on.
Yeah, it should be interesting on how they're gonna play this with no pace truck.
Well, we saw this, I believe, last time we were out too. Carlos was not available, so they kind of just played it off by who was around and who could make it. I believe actually even Corey Lindsay, the admin, wasn't here, so it was really a pickle last time. I thought we were going to be stuck in an infinite loop of practice there for a bit.
And actually, I saw Corey in chat. He's on call tonight, so hopefully he can get these races in because he's top of the board tonight.
Yeah, he showed speed the last couple times out here in the dirt series, so looking to see if he can maybe steal one of these wins. I know he's been close in the heats. I believe he may even won a heat or two, but just hasn't been able to put it together in the main race. So it's maybe he can break through like Kyle did last time out. I was gonna say last week because we did about 3 dirt races in a row, I believe, 3 or 4, but it's been a week or 2 now. I guess I should have had this open beforehand. Just gonna run them through the points really quick here, Mr. Landry.
Let's do it.
Well, surprise, surprise. Mr. Peter Short, currently your point leader here in the dirt series with a 20-point advantage over Mr. Kyle Henshaw. And right behind him, 39 markers off of Peter Short, is Cameron Rich, the only 3 drivers to get a win up in the points. I know Ryan Dyson came in and stuck up the show a little bit for 2 wins, but he's not really in the points picture. But so the top 3, obviously your top 3 with the most wins there. 7 races in the book so far. Top 5 and top 10s from Kyle Henshaw and Peter Short in every race. So no shocker there either while they're 1-2 in points. Just looking through, no real Richard Hines in 4th, Matt Hackathorn rounds out your top 5, but no real point battles to speak of, Trey. It's kind of all really separated with good little margins there, so you're going to have something. You're either going to have to, like we talked, get a surprise win or have the guy have some bad luck in front of you to really make up a whole lot of points, especially with a 12-car field.
Or both.
Yeah, maybe get the max points day of a heat win and a main race win.
You know, it's kind of surprising. Kyle Henshaw won last week. He's P12 on the board with practice times. not a very good practice effort for him.
Well, he came in kind of late too, so. Looks like we do have Heat 1 rolling off, and in Heat 1, I believe we had... Who do we have? Matt Hackathorn, Jordan Till, Jeffrey Cree, Corey Lindsay, Rusty Webb, and Dylan... Dylan in this heat? Yes, it was. Dylan McNichol going to roll off. Shotgun, which is not really that far back. Shotgun on the Heat 1 here. My chat got away from me. I was trying to find my Heat lineups.
But I don't know much about dirt racing, Thomas, but track looks awfully dried out.
Yeah, just a touch there.
It's like a definite cushion built up along that high side through the corners there.
Yeah, a lot of the practice laps turn on the track so far, Trey, and you know they don't reset for the heats, so you kind of get that advantage of if you're out late in practice, you know what the track's gonna feel like for the most part, so that gives you a little advantage in the heats. But we know once we get to the actual main race, it resets to about 40% usage. So looks like we're coming to the green this time, though. Got 15 laps here. No, well, cautions are on, but they will be called by the Evans as Matt Hackathorn gets a huge jump on the start there. And finish that off. Caution laps won't count, but they will be called.
Looks like
Contact mid pack there.
Looks like they're calling the 10 for changing lanes before the start-finish line.
Ooh, that's a penalty we haven't heard called on the dirt all year, really. See how that unfolds. Corey Lindsay trying to work over Mr. Cree there.
That's pretty good. Pretty good move down there on the bottom. He's able to make it stick. He's going to make the pass there.
Oh, contact. Dylan.
Yep.
Caution is out for that little incident.
Dylan McNichol got the short end of that stick.
Yeah, get the shaft on that one. Not sure how much damage is on that 73 machine, but he'll try and rebound here. Looks like they're going to give the 10 car an EOL for that lane change there, Trey.
Yeah.
Little lucky break for him, really, because he didn't have to serve it under green. So I'm sure it may have been a black flag or something if it stayed green. Which on a dirt race pretty much would end your night. So.
Oh, yeah.
To my knowledge, I don't believe they give waiver rounds on the service itself. I think you had to manually do it.
I wouldn't know, Thomas. I've never run an official dirt race.
I know we've caught a few, and it hasn't given them out without a manual, and that's old school style, giving out EOL. I mean, giving out waiver rounds the manual way. That takes some time. So your new front row will be Matt Hackathorn and Corey Lindsay. So talk about he had the speed and practice, Trey, looking to sneak up there and get this heat win.
Yeah, he made some pretty good moves on the bottom, so he's definitely willing it. Got some speed in that car, so see if he can challenge Matt. It's just going to be see if he can keep up with him on the restart here. And he's gone. 12
gets a good launch once again. This is officially starting lap 3 as we have 2 official green flag laps there. A little contact again between the Rusty Webb, Jeffrey Cree. Cree sideways on the front stretch. Not sure what happened to the 12 there. I believe he just went from the leader to dead.
He might have blinked out. I'm not sure.
No, he apparently ran straight into the wall.
Oh yeah, he jumped that cushion there.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's pretty easy for Corey Lindsay, new leader. Gonna move, I believe, Mr. Jeffrey Creed is second. So he can hang on to it. 10 to go this time. Ooh, contact again between those two. Oh, we got a Creed flipping down the backstretch.
No caution yet.
Still on the side. And I believe he's going to tow back to the pits. And then there were 4. So everybody gets points. I believe, I think a Creed gets what? The last man points? Well, we saw this last time we were here too, trying in the daytime. This is a little tricky track to get right. You know, you gotta hit that one groove to really sling the car around, not bog it up, especially at 360, and then get that run off.
Yeah, it's, I would say, one of the more technical tracks. Corey Lindsay looks like he has it under control. He's running some very nice lap times.
Yeah, pretty calm, smooth, collected. It's like Matt Hagthorne actually took her to the house there, boys. He packed up his trailer and went home.
Yeah, he mentioned he got to fix his wheel, so.
Ooh, always hate those hardware problems. Got 5 to go this time in Heat 1.
It's like Dylan McNichol's trying to close the gap a little bit, but just can't quite make it happen.
He's running right there with him as far as lap times, sometimes a little bit quicker.
See these guys running right up next to that cushion there on the high side.
Using every little inch of it, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Makes a turn forward, I believe like we saw last time, that makes it a little bit of the trouble spot because you'll run up on it. That wall seems to come at you quicker than at a turn 2. So 73 jumped the cushion there a little bit.
Yeah, lost a little bit of time to Corey. Looks like he's really driving it in and is able to make it up, but Corey's taking it right back on the exit of the corner.
Yeah, he's just powering off the corner and get that drive off, whereas the 73 is just kind of throwing it in there, like you said. Should be coming to the white flag this time. He makes a pretty clean 3 and 4. Should be Corey Lindsay's heat win here. And indeed it will be. Corey Lindsay's going to be your Heat 1 winner there, boys. Max points.
Max points. Newcomer Dylan McNichol finishes second.
Got Rusty Webb rolling in P3, and looks like Jordan Teal didn't really rebound from that penalty, but going to come in P4 there. Your last of your running cars. If Jeffrey Cree might get the last actual bonus point. Is the obligatory drive on the, I don't know what you'd call that. Is that like the weigh-in scale over there?
Sure.
Let's just call it that for now.
Maybe it's like a McDonald's drive-through.
I don't know. Is there 2 windows and they just never use the one, or what?
Right, I guess.
That's always been a weird thing for me. You have 2, but you never use them. You just always have the one. Well, that was a battle of the survival of the cars there, I guess, more than outright racing, as we saw the hardware problems and guys getting flipped over. So we'll see if Heat 2 can be a little more manageable for racing and not carnage. We had Heinous Pilot in chat there, didn't we, boys? Wanting to know where Matt was. Oh, he's probably in Canada doing Canadian things. Shoveling snow, maybe. Oh, what's that? This producer pointed out that is that our long-lost friend Eli, who's apparently been off the internet for months.
I believe so. Must have been grounded.
Must not have those report cards come back good. Like, it's been summer, though. Maybe he actually went out and did something in his life.
That's true.
How dare he? Looks like we're beginning to line up for Heat 2. See what we can get settled in here. I believe we have... Let's see if we can do this without looking at names this week, Trey. This is always fun. Should have Paul Ross, Kyle Henshaw, David Wilson, Peter Short, Richard Hines, and shotgun on the field, Cameron Rich.
I saw on Twitter David Wilson's doing his VR stream again, so feel free to check that out.
Those are intense on the dirt. It's pretty crazy. Makes me want to get a VR headset just for that. If it wasn't more than, like a kidney. So. I thought about driving down to our intern's house, Mr. Fredericks, because he has one, and see if he'd let me borrow it. But, has all that hair gel in it.
So Paul Ross has chosen the outside.
Pretty smart move there.
Without a doubt.
For all our Matt Hackthorne fans, he did re-enter the server, so maybe he fixed something there. I mean, it's smart to take it, but like Kyle Henshaw, you know how he is. He might throw it out in there and sneak in there and drive right by Paul Ross.
Well, we saw what Corey Lindsey and Dylan McNichol both drive it down low and make passes, so it can be done.
Without a doubt. Should be coming to the green flag next time by. Of course, you can never count out the point leader. Right behind these two, Peter Short. He's just looking for a way by already, probably.
Right.
See if you can keep the front wing on it this week. That's pretty impressive last time. All right. Gonna round turn 4 here and hand it off to Paul Ross. He's gonna get the jump. Pretty good jump from Paul there.
Good jump by Kyle Henshaw as well.
And straight to the top, like I mentioned before there, Trey.
Yep. Cameron Rich is able to make up 2 spots, put him in 4th.
Ooh, little sideways from about half the field out of 4 there. It's going to allow Kyle Henshaw to leapfrog around the outside. Paul Ross still kind of let it shake through 1 or 2 there.
Let Kyle Henshaw and Peter Short by.
Rich going to dive to the bottom here and make that pass as well. Crossover, though. Let's see. Cameron should have the run about a 2 this time. And that he does. Yeah, but you're right, though, Trey. Allowed Kyle and Peter to drive away from that little battle when Paul got himself all crossed up there. Seeing the Henshaw run way up high, even across that little cushion there.
Yeah, he's got his right rear on the other side of it. At least to that corner. It seemed to work.
Peter kind of ate him up there through 1 and 2, though. Once again, these guys, seems like one guy will drive it in real deep, and the next guy will just let it kind of float in and then get that drive off. We got 10 to go this time. Well, 9.5. Quicker last lap, even than these two, was Cameron Ridge, so he's looking to maybe reel these two in as they try to battle any. Paul Ross and David Wilson also back there trying to spice it up a little bit. David's trying to look low, nowhere to go that time though.
Oh man, Peter Short got a big run through that corner, just couldn't quite make it work.
He's sticking it in there.
Yeah, he is.
7 inches that time. I think he's just maybe testing a little bit, see where he can maybe get that run here late in the race.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe hoping to put a little pressure on Kyle and see if he can make a mistake. They better watch out though. Cameron Rich is he's lurking back there in third.
Yeah, he's just right there outside of these guys. He can just about sniff that virtual dirt draft here. Like I said, I'm sure he's licking his chops the minute they go side by side. They're just allow him to reel, well, both of them in and then possibly pick a better line than they're running. 5 to go this time.
But the good thing about Peter Short, he's got such a huge point lead. It doesn't really matter if Kyle wins this heat or not. Maybe he's just trying to kind of feel him out for the main.
Got a caution
out.
For Paul Ross, I believe.
I know Kyle Hanshaw did not want to see that.
No, cautions never bode well for him normally.
No.
It looks like, yep, turn 4, got another one there. Paul Ross, wow, violently flipping and sliding down the front stretch.
Medic.
Sure, they'll get it all patched up and be ready for the main here.
Now, somebody who probably welcomes that caution is that third place guy, Cameron Rich.
Yeah, without a doubt, Trey. You know he's just going to try and get that huge jump on the inside here, being in third place, and see if he can pass both of them. We'll have, I believe, 4 to go once they go back to green here. Well, this one's been a little bit cleaner so far, knock on wood.
Yeah.
That could change with a 4-lap shootout, but Seth and Sham saying there. Eli saying he can't remember the last time he watched one of these. Boy, I tell you what, if that's not a slap on the wrist. Just put him in timeout there, producer.
Kyle Hanshaw choosing the outside again.
Can't count out that David Wilson guy either. He was
Nope.
he was a podium finisher last time out, so might try and steal some points here. All right, we got 4 to go coming to the line. See who's going to get that jump here off of 4. Looks like Kyle's going to get the big jump. Peter thought about changing lanes.
Almost, yeah. Oh, David Wilson, big
riding handsome there.
He'll take that third spot from Cameron Rich.
Caught Cameron sleeping a little bit there. That took a little bit of the pressure off Kyle for a lap, but Peter's already right back on that rear bumper bar. Oh,
drive it down low.
Man, he sailed it.
Man, he sure did. He made it work.
It's not
Almost.
gonna stick.
David
Good
Wilson.
save. Wow.
David
Wilson
Wilson
to the
around the high
outside.
side.
New leader. I believe Hanshaw might have got a little damage from
Oh,
that hit.
Cameron Rich.
Flipping. We got
Tossing
Peter
again.
Short sliding him. We got Cameron Rich hit the tires in the lane.
So much for cleaner.
Well, that was my fault, I guess. Man, have you ever?
Why, no.
I said watch out for David Wilson, but that was kind of like one of those things you just say and didn't expect it to really happen. So
Definitely
but that was
took,
a
yeah,
sight
he
to see
took
in
it,
VR.
yeah, without a doubt. But he took advantage of the opportunity. He saw those two, Kyle Hanshaw and Peter Short, come together, and he was able to squeeze by there.
That's a pretty good read too, because it's not like you can just turn on a dime here in these dirt cars. Well, you can. You just can't make it go where you want.
Right. So we will have 2 to go, and I believe Thomas, David's winning or racing for his first heat win.
Yeah, I believe so. Got a podium last week in the main race. Now looking for a heat win. Got the big momentum. I know we got his team owner in the chat. I'm sure he's pretty happy right about now. If he's not too dolled up on the Guinness there. Oh boy, it's got a 2-lap shootout here for the win. Now you talked about the point lead Peter Short had, Trey. I believe he's not on the track for this final 2-lap shootout here, so he's going to lose a fair amount of points.
Yeah.
At least 4. I believe he's going to get scored for a 5th place position, maybe 6, depending on how they all sorted out there. But Kyle can maybe do something here and get max points. Might steal a few points away from him. First, he's got to get past the hard-charging David Wilson here. We're back to green. Boy, that's a tough one for that lane change for those guys, because his cars do not want to stay in a straight line.
No.
Good jump for David.
Yeah, he kind of caught Kyle sleeping a little bit.
Hines also jumped Cameron Rich there, so you got him up to 3rd position. Should be coming to the white flag this time. Little wiggle from that 39 last time out of 4. Yeah. 46 all over that back bumper bar. It's easy to say.
He's gonna drive down low.
Oh, we saw this from
man.
Peter. It's not gonna stick though. Is it? Yeah, it is. Kyle Hanshaw gonna get the win.
Wow.
He said, "I want those points." Man, I didn't think that was going to stick. We saw it from Peter. He just lifted enough out of 4 to make it stick.
That was a hell of a win by Kyle Hanshaw.
It's Kyle Hanshaw, David Wilson, Richard Hines, and I believe it was Cameron Rich, P4, yep. And I'm going to assume Peter Short, P5. So remind me not to jinx the field by saying this is going pretty clean.
Right.
So we had Matt Hackathorn turn in some practice laps there to make sure his wheel wasn't still locking up on him.
I did hear Corey say that last restart was under review.
Yeah, I mean, the 46 jumped over a little bit, I guess, but what are you going to do? You can't really turn it more left in these cars. Especially when you hop on the gas and the front wheels come off the ground.
Just ask Tony Stewart.
Oh. It's true. It's true, though. He is a killer. Oh, looks like we're going to advance here to qualifying in just a few moments. Because that's right, the heats don't actually set the field. We still have to qualify and see who's maybe can see who can steal a surprise pole here. Or maybe Peter Short will just say, hey, I was messing with the field. All right, session has been advanced. Let's see who's going to grab this pole, Mr. Landry. I know you're a big fan of poles.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't count out newcomer Dylan McNichol or Corey Lindsay.
I know you're worried about Kyle Hanshaw, but he came late into practice, so I think he's still got some speed in that car. Obviously, because he just won the heat race. So. So you can get them wound up here. You do get 3 laps at Williamsburg, but I would believe it would take all 3 to really get that really fast hot lap in.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. Peter Short jumps to the top of the board.
Richard Hines with a okay lap. I was gonna say good, but then I looked at the split and I was like, oh well. Cameron Rich, Corey Lindsay pops in P3 now. Andrew Wilson up to P3 with his first lap in.
Wow, these times are insane. Yeah, McNichol to outside pole, 183.
I believe that's it from Short. That's his 3 laps in. Also David Wilson. Yeah, we get Short pulling back to pit lane. Kevin Rich still out there turning laps, but I believe he's hit his limit. Yeah.
What's that? Paul Ross.
Yeah, up to P2. Wow. He had speed before he found the wall in his heat, so.
Well, Thomas, you know how you overcome a bad heat race? You go out and win the pole and probably win the main.
Yeah, it puts you in a good spot, doesn't it? We know, what a shocker from Kyle Hanshaw there. I would have guessed he had more speed in the car than that, but we've seen him come from further back in the field and finish in the top 2 or 3. So
I'm just amazed at the times, man. You could throw a blanket over the top 7 there.
yeah, without a doubt, that's you blink and you miss it.
I mean, you got 11, a 14, a 15, an 18, 2 26s, and a 28, all there in the top 7.
Yeah, God, look at that slow guy with a 31. Jeez.
I know.
God, what do you think you could? I mean, I don't know. You can even clap your your hands together quicker than that gap. So I mean, it's just one of those. Track position is going to be the key, and seeing what groove you can get worked in here, because it's all on the heats. They went straight to the top, but that was a worked in track. Got a feeling they're going to try and get up there again, but if you can make it roll the bottom for a couple laps or maybe half the race, it should work for you.
Well, we saw on several occasions during the heat races that these guys can make passes on the bottom too if they can manage the throttle.
Yeah, just have to. It seems like you really dive it down in there on that guy and kind of do the old slide job out of 4. Nothing really popping in chat there, producer. You're not stoking the fans? Burning the fires? Starting any drama?
He says, nope.
How dare he?
Nope.
Yeah, Trey's been on his best behavior tonight. We haven't called anybody out or anything. Of course, it's still early.
I saw that good food I had in New Orleans, man. I'm in a good mood.
Looks like Matt Hackathorn hopping out there trying to get a few more test laps in here with his wonky wheel. I guess we should explain, in case we have anybody new, this will be the main race coming up where caution laps will count. It's 40 laps straight up. So best man win all, I guess. And an actual pace truck this time. But speaking of pace trucks, here's a terrible segue into reading off the grid. Rolling off P1 tonight is Peter Short, surprise, surprise, to probably no one in the field, but to his outside, Paul Ross looking to shake things up a little bit and see if he can steal that win tonight.
Starting third, Cameron Rich in that 17, and newcomer Dylan McNichol starting fourth.
Trey mentioned earlier, but if you haven't checked out David Wilson's VR account, you should totally check that out on Twitch because it's pretty fun to watch these dirt races in VR. He's going to roll off fifth into his outside. Kyle Henshaw rolling off P6.
And winner of Heat 1, Corey Lindsay, starting seventh. To his outside, that 87, Richard Hines, starting eighth.
Rolling off ninth is Rusty Webb, and to his outside, Matt Hackathorn fighting some wheel problems tonight.
And rounding out the field, 11th, Jeffrey Acree, and 12th, Jordan Teal.
And that is your field of 12 starters tonight here for 40 laps at Williams Grove. The old Chevy Silverado out there. Hopefully it can manage on these tricky dirt tracks here.
Well, it's not being driven by Carlos Acosta, so I think it'll be all right.
That's why I didn't hit the pit lane.
It's like Peter Shortest chose the inside for the start here.
Oh, they're doing their own terrible puns, apparently. Paul Ross said, I hope you don't wheelie, and Peter Short responded with, oh, wheelie? So that's terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
They are complaining about the pace truck speed there. He's bringing them down at 35, which is awful slow, but we're getting ready to fire him up here, though. Come out of four and get the green flag.
Big jump by Peter Short, and Kevin Rich got a good jump as well.
Ooh, Peter, big wiggle out of two there. Get some contact mid-pack. Fourth on back. Oh, Paul Ross hard in the wall already. Yellow. Looks like it is for Paul Ross. So, yep, gonna bring her in. That was a mega lick out of four. Right in front of Kyle Henshaw, not what he wanted to see. Well, that was adventurous, boys.
Yeah, it was. Apparently, Matt Hackathorn's still having hardware issues.
Those are always very annoying,
Frustrating,
and
yeah.
It's something you can't really diagnose until it comes rears its ugly head, and then you're stuck kind of figuring out what's going on. But we'll do the American thing, Trey. Just buy a new one.
Yeah, right.
And what's $3,400, right? Wheel manufacturers and their crazy prices. So we got the two Eisentech guys up front now. Saw Cameron Rich have a little speed in the heats until we got in that trouble, so it should be interesting to see if he can maybe put a move on Peter here. Got Dylan and Kyle up there also right behind him now, and Corey sneaking into the picture there in the top five.
Yeah, pretty good run for Corey so far.
Well, it was a heat winner from what I hear.
That's what I heard.
Word on the street.
Word on the street.
I don't know where is this track located? Oh, Pennsylvania. Wow, a lot of these dirt tracks are in Pennsylvania. Must be the Amish thing. Well, it looks like we should be heading back to green this time. It's possible to tell because the truck has painted on pace lights. So. He's diving in. He's going to hand it back over to Peter Short this time. Going to turn 4 and should be getting the green flag. Once again, solid jump.
Yeah.
3 looking down low though.
Yeah, he got a pretty good jump as well. He's going to slide it down in there and see if he can slide up in front of that 17. He does. But Cameron Rich is not going to let him go easy. He's going to try to get him back to 3 and 4.
Little side-by-side crossovers there. Just going to stack them up and leave Kyle Henshaw trying to find a way around. Cameron returning the favor out of 4 there to slide it in front of him. You know Peter's loving that when he sees that action behind him. Oh, little contact there. Put him 3 wide and down the front stretch. We'll put Cal Henshaw at a really bad angle at turn 1. Still at a bad angle, contact with Corey Lindsay. I guess that's dirt by baptism by fire there for the 73.
Yeah.
It's like an Alan Bestwick, Kansas moment there. Matt Kansas.
I know 73's not making himself very welcome tonight. He's gotten into several drivers tonight.
Well, you never know. It's one of those dirt things, just rubbing virtual fenders. Of course, there's no fenders, it's tires.
True.
They're virtually there. That has allowed, 73 clip a tire there through 1 and 2. Going to open the door for Kyle Henshaw maybe on the bottom. Let's say Peter Short's checked out when those guys were battling. That is super tight through those corners when you get there and run on that guy.
I know Kyle Henshaw's trying to make his way around Dylan, but you better watch out. Corey Lindsay's back there trying to break into the top 4.
Ooh, a little bobble there at a 4 for the 46. Allow Corey to get a run there on the bottom. Can't really do much with that momentum on the bottom. It's like Peter's still a little quicker than Cameron that time, so I'm just checking to see if he's going to reel him in any there. Starting to see the field just starting to separate a little bit there. Do have, we haven't talked about him much. Richard Hines still running P6 right there behind Corey Lindsay. Looking to maybe score another top 5. Really has 1 top 5 on the season so far, so I'd love to have another. For I believe Hines Motorsports or Hines Racing, his own team here in the Dirt Series. Also got Jeffrey Cree. I saw him flip over in the heats. He's still right there behind him as well.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good battle for this 5th spot between Corey, Richard, and Jeffrey.
Ooh,
right now,
David Wilson stuck his nose in there too.
Yeah, he did.
I wouldn't say Kyle Henshaw's holding up Corey Lindsay, but they're not really getting away from each other.
It almost seems like they're swapping good laps.
Yeah, kind of trying to figure out how to get around them when they lose a couple of temps, trying something new then. Still one of the best battles on track that I can see. Peter Short still stepping out on camera now. just past the halfway point of the race as well. So we're 20 down, 20 to go.
Yeah, Peter Short's just kind of settled in. Nice, comfortable 2.5 lead over Cameron Rich. Still clicking off some pretty fast laps there by Peter Short.
Looks like Cameron and Dylan are starting to get a little closer as well. Now, I don't know if a producer can do this while we're trying to talk about the battle, but I haven't ridden the cockpit much with these cars, but the 00 has on the, I guess you'd call it like the spoiler lip of the front wing, has a phrase on it that says going 0 to blurry in quite a hurry.
That's pretty good.
I haven't ridden with them all year. I guess I should have. That's pretty funny. Good use of the paint. Efficient use of the paint template, I guess I should say.
That battle for second is starting to hot up.
Without a doubt. I'd say he's there. He's gonna knock his way by, maybe. Let's get that ultra low line through 3 and 4 at that time. I'm sorry, 1 and 2.
Tried, couldn't quite make it work.
We saw it's hard to do in these cars, Joe. We've seen it. The 410s had a little more pep to get away with that, but the 360s, they just bogged down so much. Okay, a good run that time, and I'm sure he's looking to see if he can pop to the outside of him here and get that power run off. It's a tough. These cars are. It's like they're tough to handle out of 4 there, and just keep getting closer and closer to that wall.
Dylan's right there on camera. He just can't make the move.
Yeah, it's kind of running in his line, really. They both cut in the same and slide up about the same amount on the track. So he's gonna have to move somewhere different if he wants to get around them.
So we're coming to 10 to go. Peter Short's widened that gap a little bit between these two to 2 seconds.
This makes it look easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, 73 hard to the inside. I mean, it was a wall, not even a tire.
Yeah.
We clipped it going in. I was wondering when someone was going to do that. Really easy to do here. That's pretty much getting his run at second place. Got a big gap back to Kyle Hanshaw, though.
Now we'll see how much damage that caused to that car and see if Kyle can reel him in.
See if I can get an angle. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. Must have hit it pretty square. Bent the bumper bar pretty good. But hey, that's what it's there for, right?
Yeah, I mean, we saw who was it win the race without a bumper bar or without a front wing. So these cars can suck up a lot of damage.
Still ran 18.2 last lap. That's pretty good.
Yeah. They ran that 21. Kyle Hanshaw ran a 20. So
yeah, little struggles there for the 46 tonight. Not the normal top 2 or 3 pace he has. And he celebrated a little too much with that win. Gained a little driver weight there.
really, Thomas, I'm not seeing too many battles on the track right now.
No, they kind of sorted themselves out there. It's like Hackathorn's back out there and kind of trolling around, seeing to get some laps in, and Rusty Webb's out there just about to get lapped. He might hang on. I think Peter Short may not push that issue here. No, the 46 is just hoping that 73 makes one more mistake so he can just get right there. Is he just about did out of 4? Oop, 46 also had to back it up a little bit out of 4 there. Really, that's one of the great things about these cars, Trey. If you get anywhere close to them, you can hear them playing with that throttle so much.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, that should be the white flag for Peter Short there. Looks like he's not gonna lap Rusty Webb. Gonna patiently wait behind him here as he comes out of 3 and 4. That's gonna be, I believe, win number 4 on the season for Peter Short. Yes, it is. Win number 4 of the season, boys. Extend his point lead.
Led all 40 laps.
He said, who needs a heat map, right? I'll just lead wire to wire. Did have Cameron Rich come on P2, Dylan McNichol P3. Kyle Henshaw did hang on for 4th, and Corey Lindsay was a solid top 5 tonight. Well, it wasn't as wild as I thought it would be with the way the heats went. It was still somewhat entertaining there until they decided they wanted to sort themselves out.
Yeah.
Other than that Peter guy. Just might want to check his car for the right set of tires. Maybe try to do a Johnny Sauter the field there. And the producer wanted to know if they shot fireworks here. Yes, they did. Apparently out of 3 and 4. Peter tries to find a way to damage the car Chad Canal style, make sure it passes tech. Well, Trey, what do you say we make the hop over to old team speaker? Whew, that's quite the hop. Getting like our producer here a little too old to be making that kind of hop. Alrighty, let's see if we can get these interviews rolling here.
Yes, sorry about that. Having a little technical difficulties of my own.
No worries.
All right, let me see if I can find this guy. All right, I got him. He started 3rd, brought it home 2nd. Just didn't have enough to run with the winner, Peter Short, but still solid run, Cameron. I believe you had an eventful heat, but thankfully, I'm sure you're glad an uneventful race. I'm sure you wish you could have got up there and challenged for the lead a little bit. But tell us about your run tonight, bud.
I think it's a win tonight because I didn't get called out by anybody and before the race started, so it's pretty good. But,
I agree.
100% deserved though. So yeah, just Peter. He's fast, so I did everything I could to try to not screw up, and I think I got hit from behind in one of the corners and messed me up a little bit, but yeah. I'm glad I didn't end up like my heat. It was kind of not fun getting well, not really. I can't blame Kyle for that too much. He was racing and I just went where there was a gap and it closed because of the wall. But yeah, I just I think it was one of my best races this season as far as dirt goes because I know I'm not at the level of Peter, but I didn't make any stupid mistakes this time. For the first time in I don't know how long, and it's nice to finally get an interview with you guys because I feel like I haven't gotten one in forever.
Well, you just got to finish in the top 3, bud.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
stay
I'm not good at
Stay off
that.
that pit lane.
Yeah, I guess dirt should be my calling because I don't have to pit, but It was pretty fun. This is my fun series, you know. Just come here and blow off some steam. No, don't take it too seriously.
Well, he says he's not that good, Trey, but he's got 6 top 10s and 6 top 5s and 7 starts. So, you know, if that's not good, then I'll take that any day.
But my definition of good is getting up there and beating that damn 33 because he's so damn fast every week, and it's kind of frustrating me. But you know, good for him. He's good at dirt.
Well, Cameron, that's pretty much all I got for you. You know the drill. Give us those shout-outs.
Well, gotta thank the series sponsor, Drive for Suicide Prevention, because they let us race these funny-looking cars every week, and well, every so often. I don't know how long, but thank everybody for putting Dirt Series on. It's fun, you know. No matter what I say about it, my driving ability, it's fun series, and wish we get some more people to show up because it's really good. But yeah, thank you guys too for broadcasting and you know, watching us race virtual cars every week. It's pretty good. So that's all I want to thank.
Alrighty. Well, we look forward to seeing you. Well, I guess you won't be Sunday because you don't run the Nathan Young's Design B car, but we'll look forward to seeing you Monday night back in the Cup cars at Kentucky. So have fun till then.
Yeah, thanks guys.
All right, Thomas, do you know how to overcome a bad heat finish? You just go out.
Wax the field?
Yeah, you just go out there and lead off 40 laps in the main and win your 4th race of the series. Of course, we're talking about that driver, that number 33, Peter Short. Peter, tell us about your race, bud.
Yeah, it was a good comeback. You know, I needed that. With the point situation the way it is, I know we have 2 races left after tonight, but you know, Hanshaw's kind of been whittling away at it for the past couple of races. So I needed a turnaround there, and the heat race was going really well. And you know, to be honest with you, I thought Hanshaw was still to my outside, so I tried to keep the car down, and lo and behold, he was actually quite a bit behind me, and I got so sideways he had nowhere to go, which was kind of disappointing for me, because then I was able to drop back a few spots, and I was able to save the car, which was surprising. I didn't expect to, and then I got cleaned out by Cameron, but Cameron doing good old Cameron. That's the type of maneuver he does every once in a while, but he's still super fast. And then, you know, the race qualified on the pole, got a really good clean lap in qualifying. It was really consistent in my Q laps, and then carried that consistency over to the race. I think there was a couple of laps there where I was running a couple of hundredths apart for about 5 to 10 laps, you know, in consistent manner. So I was able to get out of the lead because Cameron was racing behind me, and I was kind of able to nurse that lead for the remainder of the race. Cameron was really fast tonight. Going into the race, he was a little concerned about his race pace, but he really showed that he had that pace. And I think there for the final 10 laps or so, we were kind of matching each other on lap time. So definitely a good race. It would have been interesting for another caution to come out because Cameron was so fast, and really cautions with or restarts with these things have not been my strength. If anything, that's my biggest weakness with these cars. So that would have been really interesting, but you know, 40 laps led, I'll take it.
Well, you mentioned points, and just to let you know, you gained a whopping 4 points on Kyle Henshaw tonight, so it's ballooning out to a massive 24-point lead with only 2 races left. I mean, there's some sarcasm there, but there's only 2 left, so I mean, that's a pretty big point lead for him to try and chip into. Now he's going to have something special happen, and you know, maybe you kind of get like what happened in the heats actually happens in a main, and he can win. That would maybe make a showdown here, but we know now for a fact you guys will be in the 360s for the next 2 events. So are you happy about that, or are you wishing you kind of stuck with the 410s? I know you won tonight, but it seemed little thing I saw on Twitter saying you're kind of sad we didn't go back to the 410s.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to the 410s. I guess the answer I was told was because of car count. I don't think it's going to make much difference. I think the 410s over a while will attract more people. I think it's along the same lines of if you run an A car series or a B car series, although that's kind of reversed here. It seems like everyone wants to run the A car in a league race. Maybe not in official races, but in league races, people prefer the A car. But here, people prefer the B car, so maybe that's par for the course if we stick with the 360s. But I love the 410s, man. At Eldora, that car was so much fun. You really could run it in different lines. I know that was Eldora, but I think tonight it would have made for a much more interesting heat race and not as much single file. But all in all, I think it was a good race. I mean, from what I could see, there was some good scraps through the field, and there was definitely some good racing early on. And if the 360s continue to produce at least some good television, then I guess we'll stick with the 360s.
All right, Peter. Well, are we going to see you Wednesday night on OCR TV?
It's very possible. I wasn't able to run the Ferrari Challenge last week, but the Mickeys have put together a really good series there, and I think is it Justin that keeps running away with everything? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. He keeps running away with everything. So someone has to try and step their game up and try and dethrone him because he's won 3 or 4 in a row or something like that. So I might be there, I might not. It just depends on how the schedules work out this week. But I love being on with you guys and really enjoy y'all's commentary, and y'all keep up the good work.
All right, Peter. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week, man.
Likewise.
All right, in case any of our viewers didn't know, you can join us next race, OCR TV, be the Scars Ferrari Challenge, bringing me and Wendell. You'll actually get to hear the producer's voice. We'll be bringing you flag-to-flag coverage from Circuit Gilles Villeneuve Wednesday night. I probably totally butchered that.
That was good. That was good.
I'm not Canadian, but hey, join us, and it should be a blast.
You see the race results run down on your screen here. You got to butcher it the NASCAR way and just say we're going to Montreal, yo. But
very good point. I didn't even think about that.
I mean, if not, you can just do like the typical Southern Circuit, just put them all together and carry on. But yeah, that should be fun. You can join us back here again for 3-wide action next Sunday at Kentucky Speedway for the B cars, and then once again, pull up our mobile home to Kentucky for Monday night in the Cup Series. So it should be the Kentucky Showdown. Fun little mile and a half. Not like the others, kind of flat, really bumpy. Knock your feelings out if you're not careful. And like Trey said, we'll be back Wednesday for our next official race, so catch us then.
And see ya!